So since we did the style breakdown, let's jump over to this and try to see what we got going on for today. Um, in my mind, nothing. We're still early on the rebound and we're coming out of it. As far as changing trend, um, big bars scare me. So there's a lot of big bars in here. For me, that means either indecision or drastic moves that weren't really set up. When there's a lot of big bars, right? I'm looking for these are fairly big, but not in the same way, man. It's just different. I don't know how to explain that, but let me get rid of these blue lines I had for illustration purposes in the previous little lesson. Okay, so anyways, these red bars, man, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. That is a So we saw it come up. We saw a red inside style bar, and then we saw kind of like a reversal bar to kind of confirm this, and then it proceeded to just break down. It broke right through this, like so smooth, down to the key level, and then we stop here. For some reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to place a trade right here. You see this diagonal kind of arrow. So that was stupid. I should have seen the higher time frames. I wasn't paying attention clearly. But now we're on the backside of that, and we came up above it. We have this beautiful doji. I'm sorry, uh, long-tailed candle that's kind of like showing and signifying that we're changing trend. And then we went up, but now we got two dojis back to back. Looks like today hasn't finished yet, but right now it's looking like a doji. We'll see. I don't feel comfortable taking this higher. I want to see it break through the 50 EMA, and then I'm going to aim somewhere in here for a profit target eventually. But again, this is the difference between chasing a trade and just kind of waiting for it to develop. We pick the fruit whenever it's ripe instead of trying to force things. Anyways, Euro JPY kind of a messy pair for me. There's clearly like some upward trend here. I can draw it for you. Clearly, we're kind of slanted upwards slightly. MACD doesn't look very healthy though. That's on the 4-hour chart. Let's see what the 1-hour chart looks like. First, let me move this. 1 hour looks like it might be climbing, man. But again, look how up and down this is. It's very staticky for me. It's a couple big bars in there too, but I can't smoothly take this. I can't jump on this and make it, a beautiful entry. And I'm looking at the horizontal, the blue lines. They're just not there. Let me get rid of some of these. So yeah, no real entries. Maybe right in here, but like that's for me to pick this as a pullback. Man, I gotta be like really in the zone on that one. I have a hard time with Euro pairs, and I've said that several times. So I gotta figure out why I'm having a hard time with them. Right here, you'll notice that I picked incorrectly. I thought this was gonna go short, and we ended up getting stopped out pretty much. Unless we actually would have got out here, but I didn't have like any kind of note that said, hey, we're going to definitely be triggered out right here, so I'll take it as a L. I'd rather be conservative and give you numbers that are more a symbol of mistakes rather than saying, hey, yeah, I'm going to be perfect and have my limit order and get triggered and all that other stuff every time. So yeah, we lost 1%. And just notice how violent this move was. It was a whipsaw up like that. I'm just not there to where I can really predict that yet, and I accept that. I think we were on this one. This is on the 13. I closed it out though, 272. Yeah, I closed this out already. So we have no positions live on this right now. It's kind of chilling. CAD this one climbed as well, very nicely too, I might add. But I didn't really have any kind of skin in the game on this. 378. I closed out right here. That was on that one. This is on this one on the 13th. Yeah, okay. So this trade right here, I closed out on the 13th. Put that there. And then this one, I closed out on the 15th. Where it came down and came back up. And then I got out at 378, which is good. Clearly it's been climbing a little bit, but I wasn't able to take any of these trades because it doesn't really match any of the strategies that I play. The move was quick and it didn't stop at the pivot. It didn't respect the 50 EMA. It respected the support, but hard for me to take that and tell you why and how. That's the key. You gotta understand why and how you're taking these trades and what's going on here. CHF JPY, this one is different. This is a beautiful, beautiful play. It came up and dropped back down, triggered on the pivot. This is my play, right? Scared me here because we went deep past the pivot, past the 50 EMA, and also just past the 200 EMA. So in actuality, I probably would have got out if I was watching this live, but most of the time I'm not watching live when trades are triggered. And I do that to protect myself, like human emotion. I don't want that messing up my trade. But we dropped in, and then we bounced out. But watching that drop in, and yeah, we bled a little bit right here, but then we got out for a 238 gain, and we went ahead and hit the buzzer yesterday. It looks like, and then it proceeded to kind of come down a little bit. So that looks like that. I think I'm gonna run through the AUD pairs because I only got 3 here. Okay, cool. So this is, again, man, this is why I have a hard time with some of these pairs. AUD and Euro, and then CHF, every cross pair with CHF actually. I have a hard time with, and I'll admit that, but it still doesn't really affect me too bad because I'm only losing 1%, and most of the time I'm gaining 2, 3, 4, or 5%. So anyways, we lost 1% on this one. Thought it was going to bounce up. It dropped down and to retest these low areas. And the reason I thought I was safe really was because we're overextended on the Fibonacci. So you'll notice we're way down here on Fibonacci. I was expecting us to go up to 618. I still think we'll probably will go to 618, but my timing was off. As I've told y'all, timing is so important. AUD JPY, we are actually good on this one. No, we're not. We actually got shook out of here, but I was right on the direction. So I'm okay with that. Whatever. Took that L. It's 1%. AUD CAD. Didn't have a play in here, but look how messy this is right here. It's very hard to tell. And that's it, man. Yeah, so really excited for today because I dropped that comprehensive kind of video regarding my strategy. So maybe you guys can check that out. Let me know what you think. Peace.